Don't let a clogged drain become a disaster. Pipe Wrench is offering $99 drain clearing, guaranteed to work or it's free. Our certified plumbers arrive the same day with the tools and expertise to clear even the toughest clogs. Schedule your $99 drain clearing today at pipewrench.com. And as always, same-day service guaranteed or the visit is free.
All right. Thanks for checking in here this evening. It is now just about 10 minutes until 6 o'clock on our Saturday night. And we do have a line of showers and thunderstorms starting to work their way on through. To be honest with you, this is weakening as we speak. I just know it's going to be a little bit of a nuisance anyways as we progress through the evening hours. And we really haven't had a lot of severe weather along this line back into Nashville and Kentucky and down into parts of Mississippi and even Alabama as well. Looks pretty impressive on the radar right there, but got a cold front swinging its way into the area, and that's what's going to help to spark off these showers and storms. Remember that the Storm Prediction Center has us under a level 1 risk for strong to severe thunderstorms, a level 2 back to our west, but that will be phased away as the storms are moving into our area. The level 2 risk is clipping the Cumberland Plateau right now, northern Fentress County, anyways, and that's really going to be the story here. So let's go ahead and take you to the live radar here at this hour, and we'll take you up across the Cumberland Plateau. The cells have already moved their way through Fentress County, so really at this point of the game, I think Fentress and Scott County, we just aren't going to see a ton of activity. While we are going to see some thunderstorms and some locally heavy rainfall as we head through the evening hours, the good news is it is weakening, as Melissa just said. So that's great news to pass along. Of course, we're kind of in between the two radars right now with Nashville's and the Knoxville radar. Once it comes off the plateau, we'll be able to switch over to the Knoxville radar. But for folks joining us in Cumberland County, a good little thunderstorm moving its way into downtown Crossville right now. But again, let me switch over to the Knoxville radar here real quick. And we'll show you what that looks like. Yeah, I'm not going to be showing you as much because we're in between the radars. But again, these the strongest storms are this evening, I think, are just going to be across the Southern Valley. So really south of Interstate 40. I do think that the Northern Plateau needs to stay weather alert here this evening. But as the cells come on through, as you head off to dinner and maybe just relaxing or cooking dinner here tonight, just wanted you to be aware that these storms are starting to work their way on into the area. Again, no severe weather right now, not even any special weather statements. Weather Services have been watching this very closely, and of course, if they need to issue any severe weather alerts, severe thunderstorm warnings, special weather statements due to the strong gusty winds, but generally speaking, these storms are producing winds upwards of about 45 miles per hour. So it's staying under severe criteria. So we'll come just to the west of Dunlap anyways, where we do have a cell just to the north of Interstate 24 right now. So Chattanooga and all the way places, all the way up the Sequatchie Valley to Spring City is in the clear so far, but you have those showers and thunderstorms just off to your west and northwest. When you look at a radar loop over the last hour, you can really see how the storm is weakening as we're losing some instability. Dew points have dropped a little bit, and so that's the fuel that we need to produce the severe weather or the thunderstorms. And again, we're losing some of that fuel, plus we're getting into the evening hours. Now, interesting that the Weather Service was also talking about the fact that, like, if this were to be tomorrow night where we'd have an extra hour of daylight, because remember, we have to spring forward here 1 hour tonight before we head off to bed, we could potentially have a little bit more activity. But due to the fact that the sun is starting to set, we're getting into the evening hours, we're going to lose that instability. But when you look at the bigger picture, you can really see the weakening of the storms even over the last hour. And we've had one severe thunderstorm warning down into parts of northern Alabama. So, again, this is great news to pass along here this evening. We are going to see the rain showers and much-needed rain settle its way on in. But so far, the severe weather threat is very minimal at best. I mean, even look at the Cumberland Plateau, how strong those storms were moving into Fentress County and how quickly they have now weakened, pushing into Cumberland, Morgan, and even into Scott County. So it is going to be more of a nuisance than anything else, but I really do think that we are most likely in the clear. I would be hard-pressed to bet that we see much in the way of severe weather this evening. Remember, a level 1 risk just means isolated in nature. We weren't expecting a widespread severe weather event, but the storms will continue to push on through. So we'll go back to the maps here and talk about the rest of the forecast here this evening. So if you just want to stick around, I've got your forecast, or I'm going to be updating the East Tennessee Weather app once we get done with this live weather update. All right, so let's talk about the storm fuel and energy. That's been with us here, but again, weakening. So let's pick up our timeline on our Futurecast model. And again, you're going to see how these showers and thunderstorms are just going to continue to work their way from west to east. And let me go back to that here for a second. And as they do so, they're just going to continue to weaken. So here over the next, say, 2 hours, it's almost 6 o'clock. By, say 8 o'clock, it's really going to be working its way into the valley. By 8 to 9, it's going to start to work its way into across the mountain counties into upper East Tennessee. And then I think anytime after 10 o'clock here tonight, we're really going to start to see things wind down. I think we're just going to get some good solid rainfall out of this, and maybe potentially not even as much rain as we were talking about. Now, as we head through the overnight hours, we're still going to have some rain showers into the early morning hours. So if you're heading off to church, it's going to be a wet start to the day. And we may see a couple of scattered showers throughout the day on Sunday, but by Sunday afternoon, look at this. A northwesterly wind is going to set up shop. That's going to draw in some cooler and drier air, and that's going to help to clear the skies as we get into our Sunday afternoon. Remember, the risk for severe weather has just the main risk has been the potential for damaging wind gusts. So I still think that we're going to have some strong gusty winds. It has been a breezy and gusty day around town, either way you look at it. I've had several pieces of furniture get knocked over, several things in our carport get knocked over. So the wind has been gusting, and I think as we continue this evening, the wind is still going to be with us, but slowly backing off as we head through the overnight hours. But again, if we see anything at all, it's going to be the strong gusty winds. There's no tornado threat. Hail, maybe some pea-sized hail at best. I think if we can tap into some of this activity. Other than that, flooding and flash flooding, low, isolated, but probably not even likely to happen at all. Now, temperatures today have been on the warmer side for sure. We were in the 70s and 80s, and so it turned out to be a fantastic warm spring day around town. Heading through the overnight hours, though, we will continue to see those temperatures fall. Let's go back to our temperatures here for tomorrow morning. And again, overnight tonight, temperatures on Sunday morning, it's going to be a nice mild start to the day. We're going to still be in the 50s and 60s. Through the day tomorrow, we're going to see those temperatures climb into the 60s and 70s. So still trending above average. Average high for this time of year is in the upper 50s. So we've been trending about 15, 20 to 25 degrees above average. We've had record high temperatures this week. No records I shouldn't take that back. I'd have to check on those temperatures and see what the temperature was actually officially at McGee-Tyson Airport. So let's go ahead and do that. Did we break a record today? It is now 5:57. We made it to 80 degrees today. So, yes, we tied the record at McGee-Tyson Airport. That was set back in 1983 and also 1983, I should say. 75 in Crossville, so no record broken there. 79 in Chattanooga, no record broken there. And 83 in Tri-Cities, so we actually had a record. That old record was also set back in 1979. So the story is that these storms are going to continue to weaken. But before you go here tonight, keep in mind that we are going to stay. I know a lot of people are on spring break next week. We've got some elevated rain chances hanging out with us next week. Not a total washout by any stretch, so don't cancel any plans. Just kind of stay on top of the weather situation each and every day. But as we get into our Wednesday and Thursday, check this out. There's another strong trough, a deep trough that potentially could produce another round or potential round of strong to severe thunderstorms. As we continue to head through our Wednesday and Wednesday night. And so timing will be everything with this one. It's a stronger wave in the atmosphere, and that's going to really pick up those showers and thunderstorms Wednesday into Thursday. Depending on the timing of that, again, we're going to have an extra hour of daytime heating. We could see the potential for some strong to severe storms. Now, the Storm Prediction Center Tuesday into Wednesday has already added a 15% probability for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. So anytime we're outside of the day 3, into day 4, 5, 6, and 7, they will issue probability forecasts, and this is a 15%. Then as we get into our Wednesday, Thursday, still a 15%, but the chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms. So this would likely be at least a level 1 risk, if not embedded inside that level 1 risk, maybe a level 2 risk at some point in time. All right, so we're talking about no records on Sunday, but near record high temperatures again Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I think we have a closer chance of hitting that record high possibly by next Wednesday, as temperatures are going to be in the 70s and 80s with lows in the 50s and 60s. And then as we get into Thursday, Friday, look at those temperatures. Thursday is going to be on the cooler side, but that's average. Again, an average high for this time of year is 59 now, 63 on Friday, so more seasonable temperatures as we round out next week. And then next weekend, we could start to climb back up. And, well, believe it or not, the Climate Prediction Center still has us with elevated chances for staying above average, above and beyond the 7-day forecast. So definitely something that we will continue to monitor. So really not a big deal here this evening. So far, so good. We'll go back to the radar, and we have a weakening line of showers and thunderstorms. I think the greatest risk for even some stronger thunderstorms are probably going to be south of Interstate 40. down across the southern Cumberland Plateau, closer to Chattanooga. So Chattanooga heads up. Dayton, Kingston, Athens, Cleveland. Stay weather alert here this evening. I think if you live north of Interstate 40 at this point of the game, don't let your guard down yet, but it is weakening. So if you are heading off to dinner or whatnot here tonight, just make sure that you have a way to receive weather information. Don't forget that the East Tennessee Weather app, it's 100% free. If you're not downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app, just go to your app store and search East Tennessee Weather, all one word. It's the orange TN and the white lightning bolt. You can't miss it. It's the first one that pops up if you type in East Tennessee Weather. Allow notifications and location services. And as you travel out and about this evening, if something were to fire and become strong or severe, you'll get notified away from your home. It travels anywhere in the country you may travel to. So as we head on spring break next week, again, we are in severe weather season. So you'll definitely have to, it'll keep you posted and alerted no matter where you may be heading for spring break. Now, again, if you're staying here locally, keep in mind that Wednesday and the Thursday, we also have that next chance for some showers and thunderstorms. All right, let's go to the chat and see what y'all are saying. Anybody saying anything? Laura's ready for a good thunderstorm. I'm ready to hear some rumbles of thunder. You're welcome, Julie. Mike, so happy no tornadoes. PTSD, no tornadoes. We weren't expecting any tornadoes, just some light rain right now in Clark Range. Thanks, Doug. Heading home from Sevierville, so you'll make it home before the storms move on in, or the rain, rather. Let's see. You're going to be at Oakley's and Oak Ridge, so I think I'll be a lot safer there for some live music. I think it's going to be a fantastic night. You'll have to deal with some rain, so grab the rain jackets. You're welcome, Rick. Let's see. You're welcome, Ruth. Let's see. Well, Mike Simon works for the other station. We're fixing to get a storm right now in Jellicoe. You are. And so let me go ahead and bring this down to the current time, and we'll take you up to the Jellicoe area. So, not necessarily a big storm. Let's switch over to the Knoxville radar here as we get a little bit better view as it moves closer to the radar. We'll bring it down to the current time frame. And again, really not even much lightning showing up with this storm system as well. Let's show you lightning strikes here. And we don't even have any lightning strikes showing up in this vantage point right now. And if we zoom out, we've got a couple of lightning strikes, 1 or 2 lightning strikes. So really, this is great news to pass along as we continue to see a little bit of a weakening, a lot of a weakening, anyways, as these storms move on through. So good news. I think you'll be able to get out and enjoy the rest of your evening without really that risk for severe weather. That's why I wanted to jump on here. A lot of you could see the updates on social media and or on the East Tennessee Weather app, but I think it's more important as you kind of was back in mind here throughout the day today going, okay, well, we got to get some stuff done and get home before the storms arrive. But again, don't let your guard down totally. Just know that I really do think that we are going to continue to see a weakening. We'll go down to the high top radar. And again, that's where we have some of the stronger cells, but no risk right now. No severe thunderstorm warnings or special weather statements at this point of the game. We've got, 54 lightning strikes in this vantage point. Got a few more down, of course, down south of, I guess that would be northwest anyways, of Birmingham. But for us here in East Tennessee, we'll have to watch these lines coming in along Highway 24 from Winchester, Tullahoma, just outside of Tullahoma area, working its way towards Dunlap, Spring City again, South Pittsburgh, Chattanooga, Saudi Daisy, Bakewell. So something to keep in mind if you're joining us on the southern side of East Tennessee. But other than that, I think we're going to be doing just fine. By the way, here's a live view from Anakeesta here this evening. You can see the dark clouds moving on through. The camera has been bouncing around like crazy all day long because, well, it's been rather windy all day long. And that wind will start to back off a little bit, but crank back up as we get in to next week. Again, don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's your one-stop shop for weather, watches and warnings, and lightning data when lightning's within 15 miles of your current location. That's kind of your first line of defense, really. When that lightning alert pops up, make sure you click on it on the app itself. That'll take you to the interactive radar, which gives you past 2 hours, a current time frame, and a Futurecast of 2 hours based on what's going on right now. And speaking of a Futurecast of 2 hours, let me show you our future scan. This is exactly what you would see on the app itself. So you can see if I switch over to the radar, how closely this falls in line with what the radar is. See, so this is good information in, and this is your Futurecast over the next 2 hours. So it's a slow progression from west to east. It's going to take a while. So it's 6:04 right now. Probably start to see these showers and thunderstorms slowly work their way into the Central Valley, Knoxville area, anytime closer to about 7:30 to 8 o'clock here tonight, or shortly thereafter. Probably anywhere from about 9 to 10 o'clock tonight as it works its way towards the mountain counties and in Upper East Tennessee. You did not see exactly what I was trying to show you. Let's go back to this real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about. There's a future scan. So I was going to the radar. So here's the current radar. And then you click over on the future scan, and this is exactly what you would see on the East Tennessee weather app. There's your past 2 hours. There's your Futurecast of 2 hours. And so you can really get an idea of how this is going to progress as it works its way eastward. So it's going to be a while before it moves its way all the way through, but just some nuisance rain as we get into the evening hours. I'd say go out and enjoy your evening, grab the umbrellas and the rain jackets, and stay weather alert, and the East Tennessee weather app will definitely alert you on that. All right, in the meantime, my friends, I sure hope you have a great Saturday night. Don't forget, Wake Up with Witcher starts off at 8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday, 7:30, Monday through Friday. We do a live weather update every single day of the week, and you get the weather updates right there front and center on the East Tennessee weather app, a 1 minute with Witcher, as well as a full detailed forecast. So if you just want the 1 minute, quick little update, check that out. If you want a little bit more information, always click in on the full forecast. And if you get any sort of hailstones or any sort of bad weather you want to share along, or just pretty pictures as well, on the East Tennessee weather app, you can share your photos. That comes right to the computer, and I can share those on the screen instantaneous. Pretty cool stuff right there. East Tennessee weather is here for you every single day. Thanks for tuning in this evening for that weather update. Enjoy your Saturday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Hopefully not tonight, and I don't think so, but we'll see you back here tomorrow.